What's up, Guardians? Profane here. Thanks for checking out the video. The Speleologist is the newest heavy machine gun that's been added into Destiny 2, and today we'll be going over how this will make the perfect addition to your current loadouts. This is a very versatile heavy machine gun that really fits the part. It sounds like a heavy machine gun. It feels like a heavy machine gun. And it hits like a heavy machine gun.
I'm a lead farmer, motherfucker!
And it's got some really impressive weapon trait combinations that you won't find on any other heavy machine gun. The Speleologist is the first craftable solar heavy machine gun, and it's available through the new Echo seasonal content. You can also acquire a preset roll of the Speleologist through the Season Pass. You'll find this to be a great option for added crowd control, and with the right combination of weapon traits, it'll even be a great option to throw in on a damage rotation. There's not a lot of viable options when it comes to legendary solar machine guns, so this was a much needed addition. We do have the Wavering Duty from Trials, the Avalanche from Vanguard, and Archon's Thunder from Iron Banner, but all of these are outdated and currently unobtainable. The Speleologist is a 900 RPM rapid-fire framed machine gun, so you'll find its overall performance to fall in line with the Retrofit Escapade and the 21% Delirium. So just like those other machine guns, this has got a bit of a kick to it when you first pull the trigger, and while holding down on the trigger, you'll find that it's going to pull hard to the right. But with either chambered compensator or arrowhead brake, you'd be able to correct the recoil pattern to make it more vertical. With it being a rapid-fire machine gun, it comes with a larger magazine size and faster reloading whenever the magazine is empty. It's got a base magazine size of 73, but with a backup mag mod, along with extended magazine, you'd have 115 in the magazine instead. The Speleologist comes with a Radiolarian origin trait, which gives us a unique advantage when it comes to crowd control. After landing a final blow, your target will explode into Radiolarian Vex goo that will cause moderate damage over time to any enemy that's standing in it. The damage and duration of these Radiolarian pulls can be amplified with the use of the Logic Reductor artifact mod, but that's only going to help when using the Speleologist against Vex enemies. While it does have some pretty standard weapon traits that you would find on most any heavy machine gun, the Speleologist offers a few unique ones that you're not going to find elsewhere. In the third column, we have Enlightened Action, Heal Clip, Stats for All, Deconstruct, Firmly Planted, Slideways, and Envious Assassin. And in the fourth column, we have options of Strategist, Adagio, One for All, Target Lock, Surrounded, Incandescent, and Killing Tally. That's quite the impressive lineup, and there's several great combinations here that will be of benefit in different situations. Heal Clip would be a great option if this were a primary or even a special weapon, but since it would require constant reloading, you'd really be putting yourself at a disadvantage. Because even if we increased the reload speed on a rapid fire machine gun, it still takes a lot longer to reload a heavy weapon as opposed to primary and special weapons. Having Stats for All in the third column would improve this weapon's handling, stability, and its effective range, which would decrease how many shots are getting missed. This is a similar benefit as to what you would receive when using Firmly Planted, but that would require you to remain stationary and crouched. Slideways would give us the ability to partially reload the weapon just by sliding, but that's a trait more suited for Crucible. The third column trait that I'm most in favor of is Envious Assassin, because this will overflow our magazine as we get final blows with other weapons. With a magazine size of 115, you'd see our overall magazine size cap out at over 240. At 900 rounds per minute, that's an insane amount of bullets getting discharged without ever having to reload, allowing you to really stick it to those bigger, beefier enemies. And this is going to pair up nicely with several fourth column traits that will increase this weapon's overall damage. When it comes to those fourth column traits, One for All and Killing Tally are the two that I would recommend for general use and crowd control purposes. One for All will give us a 35% increase in damage after hitting 3 separate enemies, while Killing Tally will grant us a stacking damage bonus that maxes out at 30%. The advantage in using Killing Tally is that there's no time constraints on that bonus. It will remain until you stow or reload the weapon. Even though these are going to be immensely beneficial traits to destroy enemies quickly, you'll find Incandescent to be a much better option when there's a lot of rank and file enemies. Final blows with this weapon will cause nearby enemies to become scorched, so if you've got a lot of red bar enemies in the mix, you can easily mow them down, and then watch the scorch handle everything else. And with Envious Assassin overflowing the magazine, we'd be able to spread those scorch effects to a lot more enemies. Since Incandescent can lead to a bunch of easy final blows, Heal Clip would be a good trait to use, but I still don't like the constant reloading that it would invoke. We also have Target Lock in the 4th column, which will be more suited for optimal damage situations, especially when it's paired up with Envious Assassin. This grants a stacking bonus in damage as you land consecutive precision shots. This starts as a 16% increase, but it scales up to 40% with sustained precision damage. And assuming all of your shots were precision, it would only take 25% of your magazine to get to that 40% threshold. So you would definitely want to have Envious Assassin when using Target Lock. Heavy machine guns aren't really in the best position to be the best choice for boss damage, but when that time comes around again, the Speleologist will be in a great position. And it's going to be able to wreak a lot of havoc right now with rank and file enemies and even yellow bar enemies and champions. Currently in a 30-second damage phase, this weapon can pump out around 1.3 to 1.4 million points of damage without any damage boosting perks or a debuff. So adding on the bonus damage that Target Lock, Surrounded, or Killing Tally would provide, along with a debuff, you would see this pushing out well over 2 million points in damage. With its ability to lay down a constant stream of bullets that are either causing scorch or dealing bonus damage, this weapon will be the perfect option to use at any level of PvE content. So if you haven't checked out this amazing new solar machine gun, well, it's about time you get on that and let the Speleologist put a spell on you. With that said, I'd love to hear your thoughts about the Speleologist, all the other new weapons that have come out this week, and the current state of Destiny. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you need a good build to go with the Speleologist, be sure to check out my Mobilytics link that's down in the description, where you'll be able to find a ton of great in-game builds, such as the Actium War Rigs build that was posted recently, which would go great with this heavy machine gun. If you're a new Light Guardian, just starting your journey, or a battle-hardened veteran, just looking for a new place to call home, then be sure to check out the Discord link that's also down in the description, and join one of the greatest communities in all of Destiny. Thank you as always for checking out the video. If you enjoyed and found it helpful, then be sure to hit that like button below, along with the subscribe button if you're new. Both are greatly appreciated, and both really do help support the channel. And until next time, Guardians, this has been Profane, wishing you all some happy hunting.